And we're back with another episode of Batman Radio. That's right. Welcome, folks. How's everybody doing out there? I'm not going to be long. All right. I just want to remind you all of a couple of things. Like I said, you have folks who are live right now who have not built anything, have not accomplished anything. And like I said, I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur. Hold on. And that's just reality. Like I said, I've been extremely successful. Sold 50-acre properties for over 100,000. Bank accounts with over $300,000 in them. I've been up and down different time periods, because God is teaching me things just like right now. I set 64 world records now in a matter of months. They are all tangible world records. They are all on camera, and undeniable proof has been given and submitted to the world and to the public. And I didn't owe the world or any of you out there anything. So I didn't have to submit proof. I just happen to prove what I say every single time, and I don't talk until I prove it. Okay. I train at a higher level than Olympic athletes. I'm stronger than anybody in your Navy, Navy SEALs. I'm stronger than Marines, Army, military, Air Force, um, anybody. Stronger than all of them, right? And this is all proven on camera now, right? So, like I said, we have the formula. You see what I'm doing. You see, like, I make one adjustment and immediately we back on track and I know what I'm doing. Like I said, me personally, I expect to keep making adjustments and finding what works for me. And, like, we just going to keep on proceeding forward with this. I'm averaging thousands of views. These other people can't say the same. I mean, if you want to compete, like I said, if you want to compete, the only thing y'all can compete on is this, because I own billions in equity, a mansion and a estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mineral rights, oil royalties. Like what? Bro, like I said, I mean, all these people know I own my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. Like I said, I got 5 bikes in inventory, all two, $300 for each, plus $1,300 bat cycle. I put that much money into that, fixed it twice, right? Got all sorts of stuff, man, that costs tons of money, thousands of dollars over here. We talk big money and we do business. I mean, like I said, if people, have an opinion, I mean, it's an opinion. That's my whole deal is like we just have to accept reality and talk about reality and what's going on. Like I'm a nonstop winner. I've won all across the board and everybody knows what it is. What do you mean? I've got millions of adoring fans, right? People love me everywhere I go. People holler, people say hi, people say what's up, people support it in some sense, but we've received little to no support financially. There's only been about a couple of folks who supported here and there. One person has really stepped up. Thank you to you. Shout out to you. You know who you are, right? I always give acknowledgement. You know what I mean? I always give credit where credit's due. And that's my thing is people are not giving me my credit where credit's due. People are trying to act like, again, like this is a internet thing or a YouTube thing or entertainment. This was never meant for none of this stuff. Has nothing to do with that. This is the real deal, Holyfield. You are looking at the real Batman, the real thing, right? That all the movies and films and all those depictions and cartoons and comics is about. I am the prophecy. I'm the real thing. And you see it every day. You see it in how I move. You see it in the training. You see in everything that we doing. Like I said, Batman literally wakes up, does martial arts, does strength training. You see me do that. I've been doing it almost literally almost every day for at least the entire time I've been Batman, which is about 2.5, maybe 2 3/4 of a year. I mean, I think it's about 2.5. I've been doing it. So we're on our third year, right? I'm going to have my third year anniversary. I think it's around like March, April, right? We're extremely successful over here. Like I said, I make check after check after check. I mean, we got to get, we got to continue to get support. I mean, we've had a little bit, it's just very little. I mean, to me, in my opinion, it's very little regardless. I appreciate it, but it's very little because it takes thousands of dollars to fund this. Now, again, I'm not saying that people need to, fund everything I'm doing. I'm saying that if people would actually contribute and donate, and you could get each person to throw in $20 each, $100 each, something like that, then we could get actual funding, and then I have no complaints. But until y'all give me a decent amount of money to work with and some startup capital, I mean, it's just the common sense that in the position of which I'm in, because, I've been, through everything I've been through, right? And because I've been successful, I wear it as a badge of honor. And I have all these folks who are jelly of me and wish they could stop me, and they've tried everything and they can't. I'm unstoppable. It's the truth. It's like the single I made after that whole club incident in Atlanta when I was like 18, right? Like in and out of jail, like in Bankhead in Atlanta. Like I've been through the real hoods, the real slums, the real ghettos. Can't nobody tell me nothing. My name ring bells everywhere, in every hood, every borough, every set. People know who I really am on the real deal. So like I said, people got to just understand and get with it. I'm not acting, right? You have a lot of people acting on this platform. I'm not acting. This is my company, Sneed Enterprises. I'm already built several and running several companies. I just keep them all ideas, right? And that's what we do. We create ideas and we use creativity and business knowledge and business savvy to further our efforts and our cause. And if you notice, it works. These are my logos, right? I create them. I create everything here. I'm a creative genius. So why would I not use my creativity? I'm not worried about other people and what they doing. Everything here is steadfast. Everything here is proofed. I know everything I'm doing. I know how to protect it. I know how to protect everything. You understand? And this is something you learn as you go in the game. There's no school for this. You have to learn and pick it up, the pieces of knowledge as you go. It's that simple. Again, I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur. Don't make me your competition. You will be sadly mistaken. You understand? You folks can't come close to me, bro. I mean, you're talking about the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. Let's get real with ourselves. So, like I said, as far as this network, I mean, I don't even communicate with none of the folks on this network because I know that none of them are anywhere near my level. They keep my name in their mouth. They talk about me and they look for like a repetitive response. And I'm just not on that energy. Like I've had fun with it over the years. It used to be fun. And then a bunch of new folks came in with an agenda and took all the fun out of it. I'm okay. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like we had something going that was great at the start, and then you folks allowed these people to come in here and dilute this platform. I talked, I said that word for word. I called it out the entire time, and you let this happen to a good network that was supposed to be used to have conducive, positive conversations. Now, again, anything y'all want to create and build over here, money talks, everything else walks. We can have our own private chat room. We can create a chat group that's private for only people who truly support me. But everything over here is privatized. This is a privatized corporation. I'm not concerned with what people think or what they tell themselves. I am concerned with the results that we get and the people who want to put up some bread. If you're not paying me, we're not talking about nothing other than the few people who I'm cool with because they actually seem to care and they're genuine people. Like I've got friends, I have acquaintances and friends and people I see every day, right? Just like normal folks, like anybody. I live a normal life and I'm happy that I finally have that. And I think that's what God wants for me and is giving me right now. I think God is keeping me out of a lot of mess in the mix right now to protect me and to get me ready. And I know I've stepped up to every challenge, man. I mean, they just told me I'm at the like I've reached the final stage, like within my training with God. Like I've been getting trained by God this entire time. So, like I said, 64 world records. I did a lift today and did 8 side reps out of it. That means going to the side wall, picking my entire body up with my hands on the bars and picking it up, like lifting up. Okay. I mean, it's superhuman stuff what I'm doing. I've honestly never seen anybody do what I'm doing now at this level. I'm reaching another level and I'm keeping the training. That's what I'm trying to do is escalate the training and keep my training where it's at that higher level that I already know nobody is at. So nobody can reach my level and now I'm even superseding that and taking it farther. This is why I was training on them dip bars and pull-up bars already when I was up in Green Bay. I was doing muscle ups when I was being targeted and all that stuff was going on and I was standing up to corruption right there in Green Bay. Do you remember?
When I worked at Texas Roadhouse, which was super corrupt and the boss was a narcissist, and I exposed him and exposed all that. That kitchen was a joke up there. Okay. And I could file a lawsuit on that place anytime I want and win, and they would have to pay me. Understand that. So I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, when a boss is lying on you and trying to create a false testament that you're someone you're not, when that's not what's happening, and you were the folks that, just didn't know how to do your job, right? And you were the ones who were jelly and trying to cause issues, right? And I was standing up for myself. Well, that's a lawsuit, buddy. So you have to understand, like, anytime I want, I could file that lawsuit. Texas Roadhouse would have to pay me millions. Let's get real. That's the fact. I was a better dishwasher than any they've ever had. If they had let me cook, I'd probably be a better cook than anyone they ever had. But they was trying to make their own look good, just like the one dude was fake dating someone like the daughter of the manager or something, and stuff like that, weird stuff. And it's like, I mean, number one, who the hell would want to date her? Huh, for real, right? But number two, I mean, they're just all a joke. They were giving fake awards to the guy in the back for, preparing the meats. And it was just a bunch of kissing up to ourselves. And then I came in, and as usual, I just come in from the last bottom level and bottom tier. And they realized right away this guy's smart as hell. He's too smart. He'll take over the company. And this is what happens in any company I work for. It's always the same. Same thing at Prime Quarter Steakhouse, right? When I was doing the cleaning, and the dude would just sit there and be a narc, and he wasn't standing up to these people. He was working with them, lying about, oh, you didn't do this right. There ain't never been a time ever that I ain't done something right. Do you understand that? Yeah, these people were talking to him, and it's just, and y'all think that that stuff matters, but I used that money and invested it. I was investing it into the stock, and they told you I cut profits. So that's why I couldn't get a settlement, because I didn't fail, I succeeded. So all that time going to work, even when y'all kept me up all night doing your nonsense, or having me out there walking all night, I still went to work, gritted through with no sleep, and I made it through every day somehow by the grace of God, because these people were doing all this stuff to try to stop me, right? Everything they've done is intentional. Okay? This is what these narcs do. You got somebody who, I was all the way up in Green Bay, far, far from anywhere I'm from, right? And they was plotting and doing all that stuff. And I still was Batman the entire time, and they just couldn't understand, how does he not ever stop? Like, I don't stop. I don't break. I just keep going. And they couldn't figure it out. I kept going. You notice I'd be out there all night, bro, with nowhere to go, nowhere to sleep, no nothing. And I'd make it through every night still, and they just kept wondering, how does this dude just keep going going on? And then God would put things together for me, and rescue me. I mean, like, literally, bro. Like, there was nights that I literally had to, like, just sit in one spot like all night, bro, just waiting. Like, I had to wait that last night to try to get out of there, and the whole thing was just weird. The vibe was weird. They know where I'm going. I'm trying to get out of town, and they're all gang stalking. It was a whole thing. So, for people to talk, I mean, I take this stuff very personally because of what I've been through. But my point is, all that working in Green Bay panned out for me at that time. I made a living off that stuff, off the investing and working for years. Okay. So I was already rich before that. And like I said, I bought and sold 50-acre properties before that. Privy to that, I've done tons of stuff, man. Like I said, I built businesses for tons of people. Everything I did, the way I went about it was perfect. That's why I don't have nothing in my, like, everything is thorough with me. I don't have no holes in my rap sheet. Everything is 100% legit. And that's it. Other than that, I don't worry about what anyone has to say, because who are you to judge? I mean, like, I don't work for you. I could care less about the government or any of you or your little opinion. I mean, I'm here living my life. Y'all have given me no opportunities in my country, right? And then you expect us to do things for you, or for whatever, for what? I don't owe you nothing. Like, nah, I make sure I keep everybody's hands off my money, and I do what I need to do. You 100% right, and I'm gonna continue to be like that. That's the only way to be, and the only way to live. Be independent. Be a cowboy. Don't ever let people put their hand in your money and in your business. Ever. I don't care who it is. Feel me? They can all mind their business. Feel me? We all know that this government is corrupt and a joke to begin with. I made a real stand against crime and corruption. Like I said, I do the real thing. I wear a bulletproof vest, costs like $10,000. I wear 18 gauge steel armor, costs thousands of dollars. I go out in the street and get busy. I enforce divine, right, purposed. Okay, that's the thing. Like people don't understand, divine law is a real thing, and when you violate divine law, there's repercussions. It's just simple as that. And Batman has continued to be the enforcer of divine law. Has nothing to do with none of y'all stuff. I don't care about your fake laws. I'm lawless and above the law already. It has to do with divine law, which is a totally different concept. Understand? Y'all know that you have gone against all these divine laws. You already knew karma was coming. So y'all is dealing with your karma every day. I'm over here making money, getting bread, boss, house. You feel me? I was in all them shelters up in Minneapolis. I had to walk through these blizzards and through these snowstorms and literally like where icicles are all around me like Sub-Zero. Like these folks don't get, I'm Batman. I can also be a lot like Sub-Zero. Real talk. It's almost the same concept. You wearing armor. You understand? These folks just don't get it. But like God made me Batman, like that's what I am. That's what it is. I'm never gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? So, people just gotta understand, unless it's like just having fun or playing around or something, or for entertainment, I guess, or whatever. But I'm always gonna be Batman, man, because it's my calling, and I think I'm always Batman. I think that's what it is for me. I just think that's why they asked me, "Do you remember who you are?" I'm the new thing. I'm the new thing that's coming, like they told me, like God told me. God speaks to me. I sit at the right hand throne of God. God talks directly to me. I talk right back. I mean, I'm not worried about what anybody talking about. This is a thought realm I create with my thoughts. Every project is successful. I'm extremely wealthy and rich in equity. I'm rich in spirit. I told you all, rich is a state of mind, and I prove it every day. All my results, everything that I have proves it. You understand? And like I said, I don't care about material possessions. I focus on spiritual riches, right? I'm not materialistic. And this is why I get blessed time and time and time again. I keep my eyes on God like God told me to, and I listen to God. Everything else is moot. I'm standing up to folks in the street. I've been standing up to all these illegal organizations, defeating them. I stood up to the cartel and shut down their illegal operations myself. I used to shut down illegal operations hands on. That's what created Batman, coming up against all these corrupt groups. You understand? Who tried to set me up, who tried to go against me, people I trusted, people I thought were on my side, people I thought, that we were all trying to be on the same page. I used to go along and get along and think that the world was a different place than what it is. Then I learned that everybody's corrupt and everybody's basically a scam artist, and none of these people are anything, and they don't know how to make no money. I realized that they're all a joke. So when I realized that, with all my business knowledge, working for businesses, working jobs, I turned around and I took the paradigm of what I learned, not what the way they ran things, but what I learned, and took the good from it and said, I'm gonna all put it into my own script of what I'm doing. And I learned how to build businesses. That's why I was able to build this one so effectively, and it's beyond successful. Like I said, this company pays like a hundredth of a cent for 1,000 views. You can't be serious, bro. I'm making, they're cutting check after check after check for me. I'm making check after check after check. Like I said, if I can get with the program here somehow, I'm finally doing it. And like I said, I'm figuring it out. And like I study this stuff, like I'm trying to study it all. Like I already broke the algorithm. If I can get with it, I think we can still do this possibly this month. Regardless, either way, I'll be able to run up a check for 2 months from now that could be very good. Okay, so I'm full incentive. I'm full speed ahead. I think that I don't think I know that I'm reaching a different plateau with my business, regardless of whatever I'm holding, which isn't much as far as money, regardless of how hard it's going to be to get through and get by that whole time. If I have to go beg and panhandle, whatever I got to do. Okay, it ain't nothing I ain't had to do to get here. I've had to do and willing to do whatever I got to do to further my cause and make sure my business succeeds. And that's the difference between you and I, is that I'm not operating out of shame. I'm not worried about what people say to me about me. I went out and did whatever I had to do, and I'm still willing to. I put everything on the line every day to make sure that I build this. And I'm telling you today that as the only way that you will be successful, you have to be willing to put everything out there on the line, and you have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to lose. And that is the difference between success and failure. You understand? And because these people are afraid to fail, they will never succeed. You understand? Sneed Enterprises is about having the right mentality that God built in me, within me. I give God all the credit and glory. Like I said, I mean, I've done extremely well for myself. I figure it out as best I can every day. Like I said, we're pushing every day. I need all y'all's help, all your support, right? And I mean, like, I've done it pretty much on my own almost this entire time, but I did it with God. I'm going to continue to do it with God, but I need people in the public. I need God to touch the hearts of the people in public and get them to start supporting me. These people, like I said, this government, these people are funding all sorts of evil people, evil groups for their evil agendas that are nonsense and a waste of time anyway, and really don't produce money. I mean, they're trying to, I guess, produce a budget for themselves. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Evil is backwards in the first place. It's confusion and it makes no sense. These people aren't getting anywhere. They're just doing it to themselves. Okay. The devil doesn't look at any of you as special, and the devil always comes to collect. And that's what you're all finding out gradually every day, correct? We see it every day. All these so-called rappers failed. All these so-called actors failed. Look at The Rock. They cloned him and look how he looks now. I mean, everything is a joke. Same thing with 50 Cent. Look like he aged 20 years in a day. I mean, they're getting all these celebrities. I've been telling you that I believe there's a task force that works for the CIA. I said that the CIA and the feds and FBI are corrupt. That now came out publicly proved. I said Cash Patel was part of the Epstein deal. That came out publicly proved as far as what I've seen. Trump, I said, was all over the Epstein files. That came out publicly proved. There's politicians and governors and mayors going in on Trump and Cash Patel saying the truth. I heard Cash Patel had to watch his own Epstein video. I guarantee you they've all been there because they're all Masons and that's what it was about. And I think Charlie Kirk was right in what he said. And it's just that simple. So now the truth is coming out. I mean, what are y'all going to do now? I mean, again, though, is this system ever going to hold these people responsible and accountable and give the jail time that's necessary, bro? These people need to go to prison, bro. You understand the actual, like how it works in the justice system for being a traitor of this country, which is what these people are? Okay, I mean, the guy Jared uh, he's in a punk rock band. He said himself, he said all these people were going to be tried and go to court and they were going to go to prison or whatever. Y'all can't be serious, man. Okay, what these folks have done is treason on the highest level. I'm not concerned about what the government says ever or what they do. They don't run me. I'm sovereign. I do what I want to do. I'm the one who's untouchable for real. I don't barely talk about it. I don't rub it in. I could care less. I move differently than y'all. We live different. Y'all want to still talk to me like I'm a civilian. I wasn't a civilian when I was in Green Bay or Minneapolis. I've never been a civilian. I'm a sovereign authority. You understand? And we operate above the feds. So, like I said, if all them groups are corrupt, I'm getting more done as one man with God, right? With Christina behind me. And we have almost no budget. Our budget just gets created as we go by God, and it's little right now. It's small, and that's okay. Humble beginnings, right? There's nothing wrong with it. And especially when all the money I've already made and spent, right? Especially with all the success I've already had. So that's all I'm saying, man. These people, they want to talk, they want to say things that aren't there. That I don't have time for it, man. I'm here for success. I'm here for the truth. These people seem to have an issue with the truth. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, people can talk all day. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and opinions are like what? And they mean nothing, correct? You understand? Like I said, we've already won every bout. We won against everyone. I don't know what folks is talking about. I'm out here every day by myself, dolo. I run the streets. I took everything over, and these people are seeing my power now. My power is limitless, just like my money is limitless. I didn't fail. I was set up and targeted for making too much money. It's a badge of honor, and you will respect me. You understand? Like I said, I had to spend my money, and then I turned around and sold a 50-acre property for over 100,000. Vegas and San Antonio with over 60 grand. I mean, what do you mean? A long time ago, before that, I was making over 10 bands every single month and spending it. I mean, I've been wealthy forever. God is going to bless me again this time. Every time He puts me through this period of stagnation like this, He blesses me with more money. He said this time it's going to be more than you could ever imagine, more than I've ever seen. So, I mean, I'm in God's hands. Everything is in God's hands. Everything in this entire realm. God is in control. And that's just what I truly believe. It's what I choose to believe 100%. Like I said, God has gotten me this far and I'm thankful, beyond thankful. And, I mean, I'm extremely grateful. You know what I mean? Like real talk. I mean, I feel like I just feel like I could, I don't know. It's amazing, and I deserve it. That's the thing. Like I know I deserve it. I earned it. So like I said, I'm a lot different than anybody out there, man. And all you people, I'm for sure not any of you government members or celebrities because you sold to Satan. And I mean, that's between you and God. You know what I mean? So I mean, y'all create your own karmic debt. When karma comes, I mean, quit complaining and whining. Like I said, evil people get what they deserve. We see it every day in this world. It's no surprise, but Sneed Enterprises will continue to run, will continue to remain independent. Like I said, I am the mob. This organization will not play games with anybody or anything. And it's just that simple, man. People can go ahead and tell themselves what they want and be cute. And, that's all cute and adorable and whatnot. But over here, we're straight business. I am the mob and, we don't play. So, I mean, people know what it is. People know my power. And people know I don't play games, right? And I'm well respected, man. I'm either respected or I'm feared to the highest degree. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna be successful. Let everybody do what they do. Like I said, if folks want to learn something, they should definitely listen to me. And like I said, I'm successful with this project beyond comprehension. Okay. As Batman, I have done nothing but succeed. I have made real change. I've definitely had an impact, like he said in the movie. If I can't have an impact, I don't care what happens to me. Well, I've had an impact. He said, "This is my family's legacy." All that is because I'm the prophecy. It's about me. That's the same way I talk, and I know that what I'm doing is my family's legacy. It's the Sneed legacy, and I'm carrying it on, and I'm, carrying the torch, so to speak, and raising the bar. So like I said, I'm gonna keep on pressing forward. I'm gonna keep on doing what I do. I'd like to get to the level where I have a budget and money because I have the ideas. Like I literally have the blueprints in my mind already for technology and things that the world has never even seen. I'm an inventor. I'm not just a regular person. So I'm looking to invent things that move. I want to build bat pods. I might be building other things that y'all don't even think are possible. I'm looking into ways to run them and harness and create free energy. Okay. I'm not gonna ever let anyone limit me. I'm not in your boat. I'm not a Mason, and all you Masons sold your soul. I'm with God. And I'm me, and my soul ain't for sale, and my soul is priceless. You know what I mean? I'm not for sale, and my soul ain't for sale. It's not negotiable. My soul ain't for sale, buddy. My soul is priceless, and I know it. That's why I always held on to my soul, and I always will. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're way different, bro. I'm not getting down like y'all. Y'all take that Baphomet oath, all y'all mad corny and the truth coming out of the world and the corporate ladder and how y'all make sacrifices to climb up a corporate ladder and just get to your next meal the next day. Y'all are pathetic, bro. Like Drake, what he did to his homeboy. Go look it up. Go look up what they did to Drake's best friend, bro. Drake occupies a mansion he doesn't own. These people own nothing. I own everything I have. You're talking about I'm way wealthier than Warren Buffett right now. I'll always be wealthier than Trump. The illusion of Trump, the illusion of Warren Buffett, the illusion of all these people. Grant Cardone owns zero real estate. Like I said, the investors own a percentage. The bank owns the rest. These people get everything off bank loans. I've never depended on a bank. Even when I lose something, it doesn't matter. It'll just have me more free. It'll allow me to make adjustments. You understand? And God will give me 10 million times more than whatever I lose. So these folks don't get it. You want to talk concrete, but your philosophy is not mine. And you know how my philosophy works to an extent because you've heard me long enough because you're paying attention to every word. So I don't move. You don't set my goalposts. I don't move the way you move. It's very slow. I'm a genius. My thought pattern is way quicker than you. My thought pattern differs from the entire world, like Pac said. You understand? So, like I said, I'm going to continue to build. I'm not worried about other people. I keep my focus on me. I want to continue to be a role model, an example for people how to rise above any circumstances I've done. And that's my job. My job is to just try to do the best that I can every day. And that's all God asks of us. The things that are out of our control, as hard as it is, you got to try to learn how to be stoic and let go of all that genuinely and not care. Sometimes you got to just let go and let God. You know what I mean? And that's what I work on every day. Like I said, he builds me every day. I did a lift today and did 8 side reps. I mean, that's insane. I mean, that type of strength level, I mean, for me to have come this far, I've never in the history of man and time, and I'm so proud of myself right now because I feel like I've reached I've reached a level I wanted to get at this entire time. And it's crazy because I'm not anywhere near satisfied. Like it's just crazy. Like I'm happy, I'm proud, don't get me wrong, but I know that I'm limitless. I want to push farther and farther and farther. You understand? Like y'all don't even get it, bro. Like what I'm trying to do is like on a whole nother level. Like I'm trying to get as strong as like Superman. That's what y'all don't get. Like I'm not stopping at this regular stuff. Like I'm talking about I'm trying to go to whole new levels. Okay. I think it's 64 world records now. That's impressive, bro. Okay, when I'm doing like 190 inertia pull-ups, 290 inertia pull-ups, and that stuff literally peaks my muscle and gets me stronger and stronger. I developed the training myself. I created it basically. Literally, I created it. Right? I figured it out real quick. All the concepts like I do in everything. I figure out any system I get into. Like we already knew I was going to be the best at this. Just like you see, I can walk 30 miles a day. I can run 30 miles a day. Like I'm a boss, bro. And all I'm asking is the people out there, can you please provide a budget? Let's use my skills. I'm the best athlete in the world. I'm an independent athlete, the only one. I am independently funded. I've funded my own efforts as an athlete my entire life. I pride myself on that. I don't care about y'all's little fake leagues and organizations, especially when you say you're the best when you won't even compete with the best. You're a joke. So I mean, people can't come close to me, man. You can't hold a candle to me, bro. Like I said, once we get this money, I'm gonna have so many different options. Like I said, I could go into or I could play in the NBA, MLB, NFL if I wanted. I could do anything I want to do in life, and that's what life's about. Keep your options open as far as sports and stuff like that, and that's it. Other than that, it's Christina and I forever, and that's the way it's going to remain and stay, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? I love Christina more than anything, and like I said, we're going to continue to move forward, and I pray every day for her, and I just want her to heal and get better, and get her money and get over to me, and we'll start our new life together and everything. So like I said, as hard as it is every day, I do see a lot of positivity on the horizon in the future. And that's about it, man. I try to hold on to hope, man. That's what it told me. It said, God talks to me every day. I got to download today. Like right now, it said, just don't lose hope. You're going to get what you deserve, which is all good things and beautiful things. So, we got people super jellying me, man, because I'm God's favorite. I'm not just God's favorite, I'm God's chosen. You understand? I'm God's son, the son of God. So, like I said, people can tell themselves what they want. I know exactly who I am, man. Like I said, God talks to me every day. I mean, I grow closer to God every day. Like I said, this is why I live differently than y'all. Go on prayer walks. I walk miles and miles. I go through hell. I do things y'all don't have the heart to do. Like I said, man, 64 world records, bro. That didn't come from nothing normal. That came from it proves the fact that my circumstances have never been normal nor conducive for me. And I took horrible circumstances and the worst deck of cards and made everything out of it. And that's a true alchemist. So you got to give me credit. You feel me? So, like I said, that's all I really have to say, man. Like I said, I mean, everybody out there, stay positive, man. Keep faith, keep your head up, and believe in God. And the rest will put itself together. That's what I choose to believe. You know what I mean? I just hope that, and I prayed today. I prayed to God. I prayed to God, and God has answered every prayer I ever prayed. It's amazing, man. Like truly, bro. I can't remember off top, but I know He just answered another prayer of my. Oh, with my business. I told Him like, bless my business, please. And He already got it moving again. I mean, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like God is real, man. Prayer is real. Prayer is powerful, man. That's why I would never ever allow anyone to come near me who's not in positive spirits. Like I said, these little comments, you need to save that to yourself. I don't talk to y'all. Don't approach me. I done told you already, man. So like I said, it is what it is, and this is why we document everything. You know what I mean? All we do is pay attention, man. Like when folks is talking to me and I ain't talking to you, that's pretty surreal, man. That's funny. And guess what that is? That's validating my success. That's admission of your guilt right? And it's admission of the fact that you know exactly who I am and y'all know exactly what I've done here and you know how impossible it is and was, and I did the impossible and I do so every day. You feel me? So, like I said, Sneed Enterprise is about superseding everything and transcending and ascending, and I'm an ascended master, bro. Like, I literally am an awoken being. So, I mean, let other people do what they do. I've been a lot of these folks' hero for a long time, and that's what I am. I'm a superhero, bro. I'm the real Batman. There's nothing fake here, bro. I do the real thing. I come through hard body, and I got strength levels and endurance and everything and toughness on a whole nother level you could never comprehend. So, like I said, people can do what they want. I don't really care. I don't really care what people have to say because, I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop me, and y'all for sure can't compete with me. Nobody can compete. Nobody can step up or compete in these streets. So, I mean, I care less. I mean, I run every block through pure dominance and power. It is what it is. You have no choice. People have to respect it, man. You know what I'm saying? And people listen to me because they see I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. I'm 36 years old. I'm aging backwards. I mean, if this ain't the formula for success, I am the fountain of youth. You understand? If this ain't the formula for success, I don't know what is. Real talk. Like, I feel like it's small adjustments need to be made, and I think things change dramatically. So that's what I'm working on is having God change things drastically for me with small adjustments. Like, I'm listening, I'm learning, like, I'm paying attention to different things. Like, I pay attention and study. I'm studying the 369 concept. I'm studying all that. I feel like I've mastered law of attraction in a lot of ways. I study spoken words, speaking and manifesting with the words you speak, and that's what I'm saying. You cannot have people around you. You can't even communicate with these folks. That's where all y'all messing up on this internet stuff. It was a gateway for the demonic realm and them to create and put and interject demonic influence into y'all's lives, just like William Bill Cooper said, the man who inspired me to do radio. He said, quote, word for word, you will bump into each other till the end of time because you are operating from a place of ignorance and I'm operating from a basis of facts. And if you spit documented fact, they cannot mess with you. You understand? This is what I do, homeboy. Y'all will never come close to me, bro. Don't even dream about it. Okay. Financially, none of y'all will ever come close. And we increase the deficit more every day. We are increasing the deficit more every day. And I need support. The more support I get financially, I don't need to be poor for you to support me. We got to get rid of these weird little, weak misconceptions that these people want to create because they're Masons. I don't know where that mentality comes from. I don't, why would you promote a mentality that you doesn't work for you? All these people are in dilapidated circumstances. Do you want to succeed? Do you want to be wealthy and rich or not? You understand? I'm like the Wolf of Wall Street guy when he says, "Sell me this pen." I can sell a pen. I can sell you anything because I'm gifted. I got the gift of gab, and I'm an expert in communications because God gave me that gift. I use and utilize and exercise the gifts that God gave me. I'm not in a rush. I don't feel like Charlie Kirk. It seemed like he had a couple of outbursts that I saw, and that's fine to have them. I mean, I've had plenty. I mean, that's just part of life, and it goes with this career, especially as a public speaker. But that's the thing is he handled it wrong, and I'm gonna say why. And this is my point of what I'm trying to explain to people. He felt like he had to defend himself. You don't have to defend yourself from anyone on anything, especially when it's a matter of words and opinions. I mean, we all have our own lifestyles. I mean, I've never made a mistake. God even told me that ever, ever. I've never made a mistake ever in the history of all time. I've never made a mistake. I made every right move. That's why God wants to reward me, and He's going to regardless. I know I'm going to heaven. I know I'm good. He told me you're going to spend an eternity with me. So be patient. That's what God told me. So God wants me to be patient. So that's what I try to work on. I listen, bro. Y'all don't get it. I got God really talking to me, training me, having me go in the next move. And I'm proud as hell. I'll tell any of you straight up to you what it is. I know what time it is, bro. Just like I know everything happening and what's coming. That's why all my predictions are true. Why? Because I sit at the right hand throne of God. I got a direct connection to God, bro. Y'all folks is just talking. I'm building the kingdom of God. I've already built an empire here. Like I said, how many more illegal organizations I got to shut down for people to recognize? How many more folks I got to put in their place for people to recognize? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, how many people have backed down to me publicly and in the street? I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's time for y'all to pay homage. It's time for y'all to give me my money. Huh, what do you mean? I ran your cult leader off this platform and took on and defeated a whole male coven, a female witches coven. I defeated all the witches coven. I got witches scared, terrified of Batman, shook. Okay? I mean, you need to pay me. It's time to pay. Ain't no more none of this sitting around and we act nice. Pay me my money. I done defeated all of you. You sent every narcissist in the book you could. You tried every tactic and you lost. Now pay me my money. That's all you need to do. Give me all them millions. Give me my M's. You feel me? I'm owed. Real talk. I'm owed and I've been past due. Even God knows I'm owed and due. You feel me? I don't expect nothing. I don't ask for nothing. Again, I tell y'all, donate, do your part. I'm waiting for y'all to do your part. It is clear that you folks do not work, that you do not make money. And if you live off a government check, you clearly don't make much because it is unbelievable that folks sit there and can't donate to a guy who has shown and proved with money and a budget behind me, I can do anything. Money will buy the resources. I can build my own bat pods. I can start now. We don't have to wait. We're waiting on y'all. You understand? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, that's being overtly ambitious, and that's what I am. It's not what you try to paint it as. It's all a positive. It's called being overtly ambitious. You understand? That's all. I'm pushing ahead of the curve. This is how I got here. This is why I'm so far ahead of you, you'll never catch up. Because I'm always thinking ahead and I'm always 10 steps ahead of everyone. And I move towards the future and I build a future. I'm doing everything right. Like I said, all I need is the money, man. I can get I could get gas engines put on bicycles. I could figure all that out, learn how to do it. Someone could show me. I could find someone out here to teach me. I'm positive. Somebody knows, right? Even if I got to go to a bike shop and talk to them and have them teach me. Okay. Money talks, everything else walks. You understand? I can figure out how to get electric kits. They got them that one brand that sells the things you put on the bike and it makes it electric automatically. Like, there's you don't seem to get it that there's nothing stopping this. Once we get a real budget and money, it's a wrap. I'm going to be basically manufacturing my own bat pods and bicycles with engines and electric kits on them without even trying. And I won't be selling them for nobody. I don't want liability. I don't want it as a business. It's all just customized bikes and bat pods for Batman to use. That's the point. You give me the money, we can have travel money and travel costs. Right now is the brink of change. I'm trying to build and expand. The way that we start expanding is you all donate, you give me some real money, right? I mean, what is the issue with that, knowing that y'all going to get it back? You're going to get kickback. You're going to get way more than what you donate and sending me now, because Christina is negotiating and she already said we're guaranteed a over $12,750,000. So all my people are good. They're not going to have to worry about money ever again. Nobody, right? So what is your point and what is your purpose is the question. Why is it hard to support me now, right? And then, make things easier for me now. And then all the people who looked out for me for real and sent me some actual real money, I'm going to turn around and say, hey, yo, do you want $1,000? Here you go. Here's $1,000 because you know what? When I was down, you stepped up and you helped me. See, people don't get. I don't ever leave anyone like on their own. We pick everybody up. We're supposed to work as a team, bro. People supposed to work together, man. I build a happy environment where people are happy and where we work together and have real camaraderie. The rest of these folks just get on here and they beg every day and then they project. Yeah, that's the formula to fail. That's why I won and why you lost. Now learn to hold your L like tone space. All right. So other than that, like I said, we have a Sneed equity division, everything, bro. We may have a Sneed real estate division. Real estate falls into equity, but we'll have whatever Christina wants because Christina is the boss because I said so. You understand? So whatever Christina says, that's what it is. And that's what she deserves, to be the boss. You know what I mean? And make the decisions and be happy. And we'll make decisions together and we'll work together. Other than that, um, our connection really does make me stronger. So I understand what that reading and download was talking about now. You know what I mean? Like, she makes me stronger as a person. So I just keep pushing forward, man. Like I said, we just waiting. We trying to get everything together, man. Like I said, it's not easy. It was never easy. Um, I just wish that y'all would make things a little easier for me, man. That's all. I have all the tools and all resources, all the gifts. I'm there, man. I'm there strength wise. I can build anything. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally requesting. I don't care if it's to the public. I don't care if it's my inheritance y'all stole and all them properties. You need to give me all that stuff back. I shouldn't have to take no matter to court. I'm not trying to. It's a waste of my time. I'm not you narcs. I know that's a waste of my time, bro. I'm happy. I enjoy my life and move forward and forgive and forget. Y'all should just be paying me, man. Real talk. People need to pay me. All that other nonsense, I ain't even hearing, bro. I don't waste my time with stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? That's why everything is beautiful for me. Real talk. My life is beautiful and it always will be. You understand? That's the whole point. I got people super jelly of me and they want to let me know, like, I didn't ask for your opinion. I could care less how you feel. Folks can feel whatever they want. That's not something I'm a part of. That's the thing. They want to pretend I'm a part or participate. Never participated in anything with anyone. I came on YouTube and I just showed what I wanted and had fun and lived my life. And people felt whatever way they did and they took it personal. That's on you. I don't know any of you, bro. I don't owe y'all nothing, bro. Understand that, man. So yeah, like I said, bro, I'm a totally different person than what other people want to say because they never met me and they don't know me and they can't even face me and have a conversation. Is you serious? You feel me? So, like I said, when we speak with clarity and we tell the truth and we get all the facts out there, it's totally different, right? Like I said, folks are getting on YouTube, they're using it as an avenue to entertain concepts that don't exist. I mean, that's fine. You do you. Is that working out for you? Let's get real for a minute. None of them. It ain't working out for none of y'all. None of you. As a matter of fact, it's all working out the wrong way where it's not helping any of you if you want to get realistic. That's the truth. Feel me? So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and watch my entertainment now, which is y'all, and enjoy myself. And that's about it, man. Like I said, I remain humble. 64 world records, man. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you what I worked so hard for, and I'm super proud. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, if it was anyone else in the world, bro, I don't get why I get different treatment. It just ain't right. Like, anyone else in the world would have had a Batman cake paid for. I want it made in front of me. I don't trust none of you people. I want the money. I don't care if people got to pick me up and we go or whatever. Don't ever move without my permission. You ask me in person first the right way. You don't do things I didn't tell you to do. And it's just that simple. And anything else like that where people moving without my accord and permission, I'm just going to tell you what it is and that's it. And you know what I mean? And you can go ahead and walk away and keep it shaking. I'm not doing nothing that I haven't agreed to and that people haven't approached me with utmost respect to come the correct way. And that's it. Because you folks don't run nothing and aren't in control of nothing. And that's really what you're looking for. It's quiet desperation. It's seeking control. And these are tactics to elicit a response. When I analyze your behavior and I call you out on it, go ahead and just acknowledge that and move on and find something else to do. You ain't getting no reaction and no response over here. If you ain't figured that out by now, I give up. I make every right move. I'm calm. I don't make mistakes. When whoever I did put in their place verbally and told people what time it is in reality, I stand on it and I'm proud of it, and you will do nothing about it. Okay? Tolerate? That's my words. Why are you repeating them back to me? I thought all these folks were supposed to be someone. Y'all are so unprofessional. It's unbelievable, bro. That's how I know you can't move because I know everything you say is hot air and it's all fake. And you literally took testaments and you rewrite them into false testaments and say things that never happened and try to project the blame and blame shift. But you're who's to blame. You all are who's in the wrong. You all did illegal stuff behind my back, and I caught you red-handed and called you out for it. I mean, it is what it is. It ain't always pretty. That's a very serious situation. Okay? No. We're pointing our finger at all of you. You're under the magnifying glass and microscope now. All of you. Okay? Like I said, I see literally everybody getting their karma every day. I see corrupt officials getting arrested, going to jail and prison for their heinous crimes every day. I see all these people who have horrible habits and sick tendencies going to prison, getting their karma. It is what it is, man. This is between you and God. I don't wish nothing on nobody. I wish the best for everyone, man. I mean, real talk. I honestly don't care what you did. I don't judge anyone. I believe in forgiveness for everybody. I believe in a better world and a utopia. I also believe in being realistic, though, about expectations and standing your ground and standing up for yourself and true justice, which means requires you standing up for what's right. I'm the one who set off this entire chain of events. If it wasn't for me, I changed the entire world. Literally, one man stood up. I created the butterfly effect and ripples throughout the entire universe, and I changed the entire world single handedly. That is the facts. The facts is that I have outdone everyone, including your entire government, financially. I've outdone them by so far it is unreal. I've ran circles around these little homies. I've outdone your entire government financially my entire life. Okay. I turned around. I assimilated back into society. I blended in. I'm the real Jason Bourne, first of all. Get that right. And I was on the run for years. Okay. And before that, I felt like I was on the run for something for half my life because I clearly was, because I still got folks following me around the internet, right? Because they apparently, don't have the courage to follow me around in reality because they realize, like, number one, it's illegal, and number two, they just, aren't brave. So, like I said, I mean, I'm not here for games. I've made that very clear. I've made it clear that I won't be tolerating nothing. We won't be tolerating anything, right? And that's it, man. I got plenty of people who support me, man. I just want people to support me financially. You support me, you need to stand up for me the right way. You need to put some money in my pocket and stand behind me. I'm an independent politician. I have the power to change everything here, and that's what we do every day, and that's what we're working on. I've created real change already, but I'm planning on creating a lot more. You understand? What you need to do is give me the power that I already have through the money. I just need the money, man. I don't need to run through their electoral system or their elections. That's all fake. I can have my own independent powers, the independent politician I am, and I literally can get to the point that I have more power than your president. I'm the president of the streets. Okay. That's why speaking is such a big deal. This is why all these things are happening. Okay. So, I mean, it makes sense. What happened with Charlie Kirk makes sense because they want to silence us. Anybody who's saying something true and good. You know what I mean? I think that these things are real. I think that they're happening, and I think that they make sense with the times. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I mean, I think that it's agendas, like I said, from these other nations, and we're going to continue to expose them and point it out. You understand? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not worried about some people who have a vested interest in, oh, they have an agenda. I mean, that's fine. That stuff works with your Masons. It works with these cowards. It ain't going to work with me. Ain't nobody out there who can move me or tell me what to do or do anything concerning me, man. That's the actual truth. I'm divinely protected. I'm blessed by God, and I'm too strong for all y'all. All these people are shook. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. People do not want it with me, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I got real power, bro, and I happen to be the mob. Okay, so that would make me the most feared and most respected, right, person in this entire universe. And I've been that my entire life and forever, for eternity. So I'm not worried about what nobody's saying, man. Like I said, we're gonna keep on moving forward. We're gonna keep on building. Okay, it doesn't matter how fast you build, bro. This isn't a race. That's what y'all don't get. I'm making leaps and bounds in the parts that matter, man. That strength is what matters, bro. All this other stuff, this money stuff, that comes later, man. That's You got to do this stuff in equations. I've built systems several times, over and over, repetitively, a million times. Built systems, set up everything, got everything ready. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have all these everything. I want to have all these accounts running. I want to have everything. I want to have brokerages. I want to have everything. Like, I have the system all built already. I just need the money. That's all I need. I already got the whole infrastructure for an entire empire, man. If I could, I would build my own bank. I would like to be the bank, straight up. Like, you know what I mean, while avoiding, any of them weird things and problems and issues. That's the only thing. Like, y'all think things are easy, man, but y'all aren't ready for whatever comes with it. You know what I mean? Like me, I like to move a certain way for a reason. I just stay away from people and stay away from your entire society. Society's a joke, bro. Y'all ain't talking about nothing, man. Like I said, you talking to a real genius here. You know what I mean? I'm the real deal Holyfield. So, like I said, listen to all my shows. Quit listening to what's new. Watch all my videos. Quit just watching what's new. Oh, can't be serious, bro. This has been an entire journey, man. If you pay attention to my journey, you're gonna learn something, bro. You're gonna learn a whole lot. I have dropped jewels on here for years now. Y'all are so lucky to be hearing someone like me. There's no one like me, bro. You're lucky to be hearing me even talk. I'm gracing you all with my presence. Real talk. And I get paid a little something to do this and be here. So, like I said, cherish it. Other than that, like I said, these schools need to offer me to come talk and speak publicly. Like I said, I'd like to do it in an auditorium to avoid any problems or issues like what we've seen. That's what I want to do. I want to speak in an auditorium. That way I ain't got to worry. You feel me? I want to, and that's just for my safety. That's just, how it has to be. That makes sense. I want to speak at prisons and jails. I want to speak publicly. I want to help people and help people through their problems. And that's what God told me was part of my purpose, is to help people who were in similar circumstances or bad situations. So I want to help people. And, like I said, I got folks online trying to copy every idea, every word I say. The same fools come out and start talking like me, but you haven't created a platform. You can't walk in my shoes. You're not Batman. You didn't put in all the work to build the infrastructure. You can't handle what I go through. You couldn't handle a millisecond in my shoes. None of you. So, I mean, like I said, quit trying to copy everything I do and learn how to be original. I mean, if you want to use and utilize my knowledge, that's cool. That's one thing. But don't try to copy me. You don't have the resources. Hell, even I don't right now, not with the money. I just need the money, man. I need travel expenses, man. Like I said, what I'm requesting from the public, whoever, I don't all these people that owe me money, I need over 50 to $100,000 to over at least 1 million. I'm telling you the truth. That's what I need. That's the budget I need. I need money right now. I need money in my pocket that I can travel. That's all I need, and I can get this whole thing started. Like I really need over at least $1 million. That's what I need. I really need several million. Like, you want to know the truth to how much money I realistically think that I need? Right? I mean, I'd like to have like, tons of millions, of course, and I think that's what God is going to give me, like billions, trillions of dollars, but I mean, as of right now, to really do this, I need at least 1 million. That's truly what I believe. You know what I mean? At the lowest, maybe 500,000, but I really need 1 million. And the reason for the million is because I would immediately start building businesses. I would still have to make more capital, is what y'all don't get. On top of that, I would immediately become an independent hedge fund manager, like I told you I was. Right? I've already been it. I'm gonna be it. I'm gonna be it with Christina anyway. We're gonna do that together. Everything we're gonna do together. We're gonna open restaurants. We got tons of business ideas coming that are all gonna be concrete, and they're all coming to fruition. I mean, these people can't even catch up, bro. I'm a genius. I move a lot faster than you. That's my thing. I realize, like, you can't waste time. You got to just keep moving, like get things done, bro. Because these other people, they're too busy wasting time. You know what I mean? You want to be successful, quit wasting time and utilize your time, man. And like I said, you'll get as far as the people you talk to for no reason. You understand? So it is what it is. Change your circle, change your movement, and that's it. I've been the meaning of success forever. A lot of these people look up to me. It is what it is, man. It don't come with a lot of, hard parts. I mean, stuff is not always pretty, man. So don't think it's easy for 1 second. It ain't never been easy. Nobody gave me and handed me nothing. I had to work hard for everything, and it remains like that. And that's okay, because that's what builds the character. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, just keep a positive attitude and keep moving, man. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't accomplish your dreams, man. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. You know what I mean? That's what I choose to believe every day. I truly believe. I don't choose. I truly believe that. Just like I truly believe in God and God's promises to me. You know what I mean? I believe in God's promise completely. I believe in God. So, and I believe in myself. When no one else believed in me, I believed in me, and I always will, because I never let me down. You know what I mean? I know any situation I will win. I know. I put my money on me every time, straight up. That's the difference. So, like I said, y'all want to talk about all these Masons and all these characters like Mike Tyson, Bruce Lee, whoever. Ain't none of them holding a candle to me. That's the truth. I'm the best. I'm really the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali, I'm sorry, but all of them, none of them come close to me, bro. None of them. I'm telling you the truth, homeboy. You feel me? Michael Jai White, all of them, bro. Y'all try to make things look cute and like it's something not. You got a filter on every image and this and that. I ain't worried about that, man. Like I said, it shouldn't be just them, man. Like we got whole other generations. We got plenty of people that can step up and actually compete. We will never compete or do anything anymore on anybody else's terms like we never have. I entertained it enough. I'm done with that. Now it's on my terms. I control everything here. And like I said, if I feel like people are being disingenuous, you get no money. This is that simple. You get nothing. I mean, I'm about to run everything. I already run the valley, but I'm talking about I'm going to have the money. And like I created most of their economy in the past, if you actually do your research and find out who I am and the truth, right? Like I'm going to rebuild the entire economy here and the entire infrastructure. I might be able to start building like skyscrapers independently. Like you don't seem to get it. I could build Sneed Enterprises down here. Do you understand that? It's becoming a mecca of some sorts. It's growing. Okay? I mean, come on, bro. Like I said, and quit talking about Elon Musk. Okay? Elon Tusk is obsessed with me. He's already worried about me, concerned about me. I can guarantee he knows who I am, bro. Okay? And if you want to throw me an opportunity, throw me an opportunity, but I just don't see how a Mason can give me an opportunity. Like, I'm not worried about I don't want nothing to do with your masonry. Let me make this clear. I don't want nothing from y'all. I don't want no affiliation with none of y'all. I can't stand none of y'all. What I want you to do is cut the check. Elon Tusk, any of y'all. I look at y'all like what you are, a joke. I don't take none of you serious. And all y'all poor. Masons aren't allowed ownership. I'm running circles around Elon Tusk. Get that right. That's reality. I own what I got. Billions in equity. Buildings worth billions of dollars. You people funny as hell. And yes, I sit here and let you people think I'm this and that and whatever. What do I care, bro? No, everything's unfair and it always has been and it ain't never going to change because y'all don't know how to do things and y'all don't know how to run a country. That's all it is. Like, okay, that's fine. And I stay in my own lane and I focus on me and I do me with circumstances that don't give me any opportunity. How can you complain on top of that or say anything? You can't. You know what I mean? Make it fair. Give us opportunities, then talk. These people funny as hell, bro. Like I said, hold your L. That's it. Learn how to hold your L. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Keep it real. Keep it a buck. All right. And remember, y'all come on here and you talk for free, and I get paid. You might want to focus on that. All right, Hoss. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Stay easy. Stay mad. We keep on getting richer.